Welcome back to Corey's Corner. I'm Corey. This is my corner. And today our special guest is Eli Dalton. He's a finance major, accounting major. You do a little bit of everything. You're always on campus. I see you all the time. First of all, how's your semester? How's it started this year?
It's been really good. Being my senior year, all the classes are related, to things I'm doing, and all the workload's been pretty manageable so far. So it's been good.
That's good. Have you mapped out your schedule so the easier classes will come last?
A little bit. I feel like through the worst of the classes, and actually, hopefully, if everything works out right, next semester, I'll only have to take 12 credit hours.
And you gotta love that.
Yeah, so that'll be good.
Do you plan on doing a master's program?
No.
Okay.
I plan to get my CPA license once I graduate, and certified public accountant. And for that, you do have a higher credit hour requirement, but I'll be able to get that from. I'm already going to be able to graduate with that, so I don't have to, because that is a common route.
Okay, yeah. Do you? I know we talked about this a long time ago in the past. Internships. You had an internship last semester, wasn't it?
Yes, I've had several. Well, I've had 3 different internships, and one of the places I've been at a couple times.
What are the importance, do you think, for like Bellarmine students to get internships? I've done an internship and I loved it. What do you think?
I would say it's extremely important. I think any professor would tell you the same. I know in the business world and accounting and finance, there's a lot of opportunities for internships.
Yeah.
Just because they're in high demand right now. But getting that real world experience is definitely I would say the biggest. Yeah, I feel like you learn the most.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I was talking to one of the guests, Max, I had on. He's like, yeah, internships, they're great. The classroom can only teach you so much.
Yeah.
So having the experience in the real world, it really helps. With the real world, we're not here just to only do school. There's other opportunities that Bellarmine offers. You're involved with, you said AMA?
Yes.
Can you explain that a little?
Yes, so AMA stands for the American Marketing Association. It's I think, don't quote me on this, I think it's an international organization. I know it's across the nation in the U.S. for sure.
Okay.
But it's a well-recognized group, and then a lot of universities have individual chapters. And so it's relatively new here at Bellarmine. Of course, with the development of the new marketing major that we have now, it's come along with that and a couple of professors that we've gotten for that. But it's not just for marketing majors. As I said, I'm not a marketing major, but there's a lot of professional development and things like that involved with it. And there's a big push with it, which I'm hoping I'll be able to go this year. I don't know if I will or not, but in the spring they have a big conference in New Orleans. And
wow.
Yeah, it's a big thing, and it's supposed to be a lot of fun. One of our members went last year, was able to go, and said it was really, really great experience. But yeah, so not just for marketing majors, I would recommend it's just kind of fun, and like I said, there's professional development aspects to it and things like that.
Yeah,
so.
And it also, going to something like that, it'll get your name out there. So
yeah.
So what are some things that you'll be talking about, I guess, in there?
So it kind of varies. One thing which I do a lot is bring in different speakers to talk different aspects, not just marketing topics, but a lot of different, might be on the professional development side or other aspects as well. I know they also try to do projects So as the chapter grows, I know I've heard that it's even a lot more structured and bigger chapters.
Would they be research projects, kind of like that?
Actually client centered. Actually, people sometimes will come to this is not the scenario for us yet, just because it's very small. But you'll have people in the community with maybe a small business or that kind of thing, and they'll come and get help from AMA students to help with some marketing aspect, developing maybe a social media page or things like that. So we haven't done a lot of that. We actually I was involved last year a little bit as well, and we did a little bit with a local bed and breakfast type thing.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah.
But yeah, so it's a good opportunity.
Sweet. And then what are some other? I know there's some other things you were involved with. What are those?
Yeah. So earlier on, I guess my sophomore year, for about a year and a half, I participated in the club volleyball here, which was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it, and definitely learned. Even though it was very just overall informal, everyone was there to play and get better
and have fun.
But definitely having fun was a big aspect. But it was good, and I definitely was still able to learn and get better at volleyball through doing that. And then the main other thing I've been most involved with has been the long name is the Bellarmine University Accounting Association.
Okay.
But it's called BUA for short. And that it is more accounting focused as far as you could still come, but it is like other business majors, might still have interest finance or things like that. But it is accounting focused. And so like I joined that freshman year.
Okay.
And so I've been involved in varying degrees, just depending on my schedule and what I can attend. But the big thing with that is they do a lot of events. Several things. A lot of it is focused on bringing in different accounting firms, and so they'll come and like often bring food, which is nice.
That is nice.
And,
you gotta love free food.
Yeah, and then they'll talk to us just about kind of their opportunities and like internships and all that they offer. But we've had actually several already this semester that have come in, and so it's definitely, especially if you're an accounting major, you should definitely be involved, in my opinion. That's how I got connected to my first internship.
That's awesome.
Was through a BUA event. So.
Wow, that's great. So how can you, I guess you have to be an accounting major to get involved with that?
No, you don't have to be. That is the focus of it, because a lot of it is in public accounting. You're going into generally tax or audit, and so it is, and you're getting your CPA. But a lot of the larger accounting firms have other aspects to them as well now. There's a lot of consulting type work and things like that. So it wouldn't hurt from the networking aspect. Even if you're not an accounting major, you could still come by and see if it might be something to get connections and possible other opportunities. Because like I said, it is more than just accounting at the accounting firms now, especially the larger ones.
Definitely.
But that is the focus, is accounting.
Awesome. Sweet. Yeah, it's just always networking your name out there. It helps a lot. Yeah, even like, I mean, next year you're going to be looking for a job. Or I guess you're probably already looking for some now, but you always have to network.
Yeah, I've already got a job lined up.
That's awesome.
Again, through internships, so highly recommend.
Highly recommend the internships. So playing off that, what advice would you give for not just first years, but like just people younger than you?
I guess like with regard to
your
college,
future, your career.
Okay. So definitely cannot overstress internships and getting involved as young as possible, honestly. So I did my first internship spring of my sophomore year. And not only, I mean, at that point I'd had 3 accounting classes, or 4 maybe, but because I did go in declared as accounting, so I was able to start in my freshman year. But yeah, that aspect can't be overemphasized.
Yeah.
And actually, there's friends of mine in accounting that they did their first internship springs of their freshman year even. So at that point, it is a lot more. You're not necessarily going to be doing heavy accounting work at that point.
Yeah.
But it's a foot in the door, and you get to start learning about what the real work looks like. For mine, even though sophomore year was originally structured to be that way, I ended up doing straight audit work the whole time, like being on different engagements.
That's awesome.
So yeah, that's a big piece, is just trying to find those opportunities. We have a good career development group here at Bellarmine.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Personally, like with the demand for accounting and being in BUA, like I haven't utilized that much because I've just been able to keep getting opportunities.
Yeah.
Which is great. Very appreciative of. But they're definitely there to also take advantage of if you're struggling to find like an internship. But yeah, so definitely the internships, going to these events like BUA or other groups have to get to network and getting those connections, which can also lead to further opportunities. Those are definitely big things.
With you say going to these events, with just like social advice for these young students, what would you say? Just to go to those events and just try and get us involved with as much as possible? What would you say?
Yeah, so I guess on the career side, yeah, there's different, they have the different job fairs that Bellarmine hosts in general. Going to those can be good. Like I said, for me in accounting, having BUA and the events that they host are great to go to. There may be other, for marketing, maybe getting involved in AMA to get those other connections. I don't know what other groups there may be for the different majors and that type of thing. But
yeah.
So on the career side, definitely going to those things, trying to make those connections. Just people will, especially with Bellarmine being a smaller school and these places come back, they often want Bellarmine students, and they'll be able to recognize you and that kind of thing. On the social, like, non-work side or non-career side, definitely being involved has been great. I know for me, my first year was completely online.
Yeah, same for me, yeah.
So that was not great. And honestly, there wasn't a lot of interaction I had until spring of, I guess, my sophomore year, just because of...
That's how it was with me.
That's when masks finally went away and all that. So being involved is great. I made friends through those professional groups, but then also, like, doing the club volleyball was a big way. Like, that was able to kind of break into meeting new people and getting to become friends. So definitely being involved, but balancing it. I know, like, there's a lot of things I'd like to do, but in reality, like, there's only so much
you can do. Yeah.
So those things, I guess, that interest you the most, definitely try to be involved in.
Awesome. Well, I would like to thank you for coming on. I'm going to wrap it up now. Thank you. Thank you for
thanks for having me.
Your time. If you all want to get involved with the podcast, you can email me at cwilliams2@bellarmine.edu. Thank you all for watching.